everyone, good morning. This is me, Yashasvi Acharya, and these are today's top trending stories from the world of crypto. Crypto industry captains urge Congress for clear rules for industry. India's central bank cautious on cyber security frauds over launch of CBDC. OpenSea denies plans of IPO after community pushback. Three Arrows buys $676 million worth ETH in weeks after its CEO abandoned ETH. Binance to buy 18% stake in Singapore-based private securities exchange HG. Visa launches crypto advisory unit for financial institutions. Foundry launches Bitcoin mining machine marketplace as US turns a hub. Crypto business may contribute $1.1 trillion to India's economy over next decade. Australian government gives nod to 6 crypto reforms. Video game giant Ubisoft launches NFT platform. Top officials of Coinbase Circle and 4 other cryptocurrency companies have asked the United States Congress to frame clear rules for $3 trillion industry while cautioning that overly tough restrictions would push it overseas. Crypto CEO repeatedly called for framing of careful and new customized rules rather than forcing the industry to comply with existing regulations. Within the panel, Democrats voiced concerns about the volatility of digital assets, the adequacy of consumers' protections, and potential for terrorist and criminal abuses. Republicans largely focused on the risk that heavy-handed regulation will snuff out innovation or chase it overseas. The Reserve Bank of India Governor Shakti Kanta Das Wednesday underlined cybersecurity and digital frauds among the key challenges over launch of retail central bank digital currency. The central bank opined that launch of retail CBDC was a complicated aspect which could take time. The RBI had earlier this year announced that it has started work on CBDC in line with other major central banks of the world which are looking at a fiat digital currency. The Reserve Bank is also assessing the impact of CBDCs on consumer behavior and on banking and currency. The CBDCs may be an electronic version of paper currency, the RBI said. OpenSea, a non-fungible token marketplace, has denied plans for an initial public offering, which would mean no token for its early adopters. There is a big gap between thinking about what an IPO might eventually look like and actively planning one. We are not planning an IPO, and if we ever did, we would look to involve the community, Brian Roberts, who joined OpenSea as its CFO, said. The former Lyft executive, who previously also worked at Microsoft and Walmart, earlier had said in an interview that he is already planning for an OpenSea IPO. Roberts' contradictory statement came after the crypto community voiced concerns over companies' IPO plans and taking the traditional finance route instead of rewarding its user, much like other crypto projects such as DEX Uniswap. Crypto hedge fund 3 Arrows Capital 3AC has bought more than $500 million worth of Ether in the time since CEO Zhu Shu publicly slammed the cryptocurrency on Twitter. Between November 20th and November 22, Zhu tweeted about why he abandoned Ethereum after previously supporting it. After gaining widespread notice, he reversed his position, explaining that he wished to soften his earlier stance and that he adores Ethereum and everything it stands for. In the 17 days or so since the threat, approximately 156,400 ETH or $676.37 million has been transferred to a wallet that blockchain analytics firm Nansen has associated with 3AC. Zhu confirmed that the transactions on Wednesday in response to a tweet from Chinese blogger Wu Blockchain. Binance Asia Services Binance's Singapore unit said on Wednesday that it will buy an 18% stake in HG Exchange, a Singapore-based private securities exchange. The transaction is subject to regulatory approvals and a closing date has yet to be set. It's unclear how much money Binance Asia is putting into HG in order to buy the share, the reports added. HG Exchange is a private securities exchange built on Zilliqa blockchain, which facilitates trading in tokenized share of private companies. Binance's investment in HGX comes amid speculations that the crypto exchange may withdraw its Singapore application in order to find a new global headquarters. Binance is now waiting for authorization from Singapore's monetary authority to offer cryptocurrency services in the country. Visa, the world's largest payment processor, is launching a crypto advisory practice to help its clients and partners evaluate and pursue potential opportunities in the space. The company on Wednesday announced the launch of the Visa Global Crypto Advisory Practice, an offering within its consulting and analytics unit. The unit was created to serve financial institutions who may be looking to attract or retain customers with crypto products, retailers looking to deal in NFTs, or central banks exploring digital currencies. Visa services include educating institutions about cryptocurrencies, allowing clients to use the payment processors network for digital offerings, and helping manage back-end operations. Several clients and partners, including banks, merchants, credit unions, and fintechs, had approached Visa to talk about crypto over past year, according to the company. Foundry Digital, a unit of Digital Currency Group, announced the launch of a Bitcoin mining rig marketplace called Foundry X to help US miners acquire machines amid rising costs and chip shortages. According to Foundry, the company has access to more than 40,000 mining machines that are ready for resale. The company also claimed that its mining operation, Foundry USA, has become the world's largest Bitcoin miner with 16.5% of the global hash rate. While Foundry USA has been a top pool commanding a position in the top 5 mining pools globally, Foundry Digital supplies machines, capital consulting, and intelligence to digital assets miner. CrossTower, a US headquarters, the digital currency exchange, estimates that the crypto industry could add $1.1 trillion to India's economy over next 11 years. Its projections are based on 3 factors: the size of India's startup environment, the country's population youthful age, and the expected return of local developers. India does not require a new regulator for the crypto business. CrossTower co-founder and CEO Kapil Rathi stated in an interview with Business Insider that the old approach of handling securities and assets will not suffice. The regulators and regulations need to be equipped to handle new players like decentralized organizations, wallet managers, and custodians, Rathi added. The Australian government is mulling the rollout of a central bank digital currency and has supported several forward-looking crypto proposals as part of new payments and crypto reforms plan. According to reports, the government is in favor of 6 out of 9 reforms proposed by Senate committee, including a licensing regime for crypto exchanges, laws to govern decentralized autonomous organization, and a common access regime for new payments platforms. 2 proposals relating to tax and financial compliance have been referred to their respective government bodies for consideration, while the government has knocked back another proposal related to renewable energy BTC mining tax discounts. Ubisoft Entertainment San Francisco, a French video game manufacturer, has announced the launch of blockchain-based platform called Ubisoft Quartz. According to the Montreal-based company, the platform will enhance specific games with playable, energy-efficient, non-fungible token assets. Ubisoft is well known for its franchise gaming titles like Assassin's Creed, Prince of Persia, the Tom Clancy gaming franchise company, Rabbids Invasion, and Just Dance. That's all for today. This is me, Yashasvi Acharya, signing off. Thank you for watching Crypto TV. Stay tuned.